Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Indiana Hoosiers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking downfield. It's Hart. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Back in motion now. The receiver makes the catch. The defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First play looking to throw it. Cut quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's a short completion to the big tight end, but he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quick throw over the middle. And it's just flat dropped on third down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a fourth down call.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down where you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's a run. Running back's got it. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then it pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
It's QB sneak. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Although he knew he was going to get the snap and sneak it, it just didn't look like he was ready to go. I don't know if the ball ever really got into his hands to give him any momentum. He was driven back on that play.
Second down and goal. Oh, a reverse. Touchdown, Bearcats, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Now they line up to kick the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Scanning the field. It's Hart. Looking downfield. Oh, what a grab! And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indiana. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And they'll bring it down after just a short pickup.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never avoid this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him with a 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback dropping back. Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position. First down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The Bearcats pick up enough to get a first down there. He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. There's contact on the throw. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play, already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And the Bearcats with first and 10 here. On the run, it's Johnson. It's a fumble behind the line. And the defense comes up with the football.
I get being up the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, but what you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
They face third and short here in the playoff on the 10th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Man, I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead trying to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice, try to take a chance, and try to come up with a touchdown?
He knocks it through with confidence.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 25. Comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get one or two a year. He's not going to squander this chance.
The offense starts with excellent field position. Handoff here from the shotgun.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Looks like the Bearcats will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. Looking to scramble. This one falls incomplete and the defense makes a fourth down stop.
Really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down, looked to be there, they just weren't able to complete it.
And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession was a pick on the very first play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Give it to the back again. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. Third and long from the 42. To throw, it's Hart. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the...
Here he goes. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. And the Hoosiers getting set on first and 10. The pre-snap motion from the offense. On first and 10, looking to throw. Grab behind the line, it's spun. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. For if you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Pretty good gain here by the cleats in the ground.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, the pass is picked off. Follows the.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. And we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
So here's the first play of the drive now, the begin of the 41. The shotgun running play call.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Looking to pass. It's Hart. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
They had the extra point, and the lead now is 11, 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Jackson.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You'll take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Bearcats pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pass rush closing in. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
This time it's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Simmons. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Anderson. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Going for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Bearcats, as they put 6 more on the board. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kickoff booted out of bounds. The offense will start now from the 40. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw. It's Hart. Bringing the pressure. And he's lost the ball. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead. Breaks into the clear. They can't stop him. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. A short completion to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go and play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is not loose. The offense able to fall on the loose ball, but it will still be a turnover on downs.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking...
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Makes a quick grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Hart. The grab with plenty of room to run. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Hoosiers. Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Offense begins at the 40 after that penalty. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Got the first down and still motoring. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to 34.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The sure hands. It's Jackson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Receiver in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. This will go incomplete, and we're on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. The Bearcats starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. On the run here, lets it go. Grab made by the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but
it's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on the 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? That is broken up and incomplete.
Heck of a job here by this defense in defending this big tight end on this route. Had him covered kind of inside and outside. No matter which way he went, they had a defender ready to knock that ball away.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Scanning the field. It's Hart. Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And here comes a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Touchdown, Indiana. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Cincinnati offense back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And the Bearcats will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Near the sticks, it's Anderson. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting close to the midfield. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. No huddle now for the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to run for the first down. Looks like the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with it.
Who's in the clear? Past the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. A great catch and run for 6. That's another passing strike from his quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
They'll make it into the end zone, cutting the deficit down to just 4.
Well, I thought the defense did a pretty good job of defending this two-point try, but let's give all the credit to the quarterback and receiver for being able to be in sync and in rhythm to come down with that catch and the 2 points.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Back to throw. It's Hart. Makes a quick catch. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Pass caught. Second down now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
as quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. So, Kirk, Indiana has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hoosiers. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And here comes the Bearcats offense back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Looking for the wide out. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And looking to throw now on first down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. And the running back takes the handoff, going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of it.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Dropping back. It's Hart. Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Indiana.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Cincinnati offense retakes the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
But here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
And here's the handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Handoff heading left. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
I love it. Third down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in this football game in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
They'll hand it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And the wideout goes in motion. The sure hands. It's Jackson. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Grab behind the line. It's Covey.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Now they call a run. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab on the move. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on second. And touchdown, Bearcats. This offense cannot be stopped.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The offense is out there. Here comes a two-point conversion attempt. And they're trying to punch it in here. He's swarmed by the defense.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Cincinnati, 37.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Working clock with the ground game.
You can almost sense the coaches challenge this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
Caught in the backfield. It's Barker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Short pass finds the tight end. The Hoosiers looking to cash in this red zone trip. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to propel them into the national championship game. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.